join me. Together we can rule the galaxy far from the sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman and Trent Hoffman. You're listening to Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 161. Today, we're looking a little back at the Force Awakens teaser trailer that came out 9 years ago. Unfortunately, my little buddy Trent couldn't join me today, but you got to check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Big T Little T. We just finished up the Fortnite OG maps, and then this past weekend it was the Fortnite Big Bang event. They had Eminem come on board, and it was like I would say like 15 kind of minute thing where they're just showing you some new features of the maps. There's a Lego component now, and a Rocket League racing component, and then this kind of rhythm game, very similar to like Rock Band or whatever. And then Eminem did like this little concert thing, and then he turned into like Mecha Godzilla and stuff. And yeah, it was crazy. It was a really good time. So we played a lot of Fortnite this weekend. We finished up the OG map, then we did the little teaser thing, and then the map dropped on Sunday, and then that took it was like huge. It was like a 25 gig update, but yeah, pretty cool so far. We had a good time playing that and just kind of trying to discover some of his secrets. And they got these sewers and trains and all kinds of crazy stuff. And then I just read that the Turtles are coming, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are coming to Fortnite, which is awesome. But right now, the two big characters from the Fortnite Battle Pass is Peter Griffin and Solid Snake. A very weird combination, but there you go. So yeah, kind of a big event. Like I said, I think the other week when OG Map launched, they had 44 million people playing Fortnite on one day, which is kind of crazy. And then I believe they said there was 11 million people watching this Big Bang event this weekend. So kind of a big deal, kind of crazy. But yeah, you can check us out on twitch.tv/Big T Little T. Be like our Rural Farm Boy, RFB, man. He comes by and stops by, and we have a little chat as we're playing games and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. So check it out and appreciate RFB hanging out and supporting. So, all right, let's just go right into our main topic. So, a couple weeks ago, I think it was October 30th, 2020 or 2012, is when George Lucas sold to Bob Iger Lucasfilm, and yep, that happened. So, then 2 years later, roughly around May of 2014, The Force Awakens started filming in Dubai, I believe is when they started filming. But we got a trailer drop in November 28th, 2014. This is famously or infamously called the 88-second trailer. And this was 9 years ago. So this is pretty much from end to end. So obviously 2005, in May of 2005 is when Revenge of the Sith came out, and 10 years later, The Force Awakens come out. So technically there's a 10-year gap, but this is really the first new Star Wars we're seeing in 9 years. So, and this was 9 years ago. So there you go. We love little synergy and symbiotic relationships here in Star Wars, but there you go. So, what we're going to do is just, we'll play the trailer here. And yeah, obviously in hindsight, we know a lot more, but, this was a banger, man. This was a banger. So I'm gonna hit play here and see what we get.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it? The dark side. And the light.
There it is. December 2015. Man, that seems so long ago, but it was right there. It's right there. Wow. I mean, I obsessed over this trailer like so much. It's a great. I mean, it's a great. That's what I'm telling you there. Titles are fantastic. I mean, The Force Awakens, it truly is a really good title for this film. I believe this is where we found out the title of the film. That was new, and yeah, I mean, it's good. There you have Snoke. We know that it's Snoke now narrating. You know, there's have we felt it? There's an awakening. You know, the darkness and the light. So meaning that both the light and the dark are rising. The Force is awakened. It plays really well. But so, you know, you get a shot here of sand. It's irritating. Gets everywhere. It's rough. All that fun stuff. Rough, irritating. Gets everywhere. Yeah. Rough course. No, rough. Yeah. You know the drill. So, nice little sand shot. And then we get Finn, who's hot and sweaty. Get a little Imperial probe droid sound when he pops up, but it's like, voomp, pops up. We get to see Finn, an unmasked stormtrooper, which was kind of cool. And he's super hot. It's such an interesting shot. And, you know, again, hindsight's 2020. And you could tell they could have led with Rey, but they didn't. Led with Finn, and I just feel like Finn was going to be doing so much more. But so we got Finn looking around, quick look, and then next shot is BB-8. Ugh. You thought R2 could not be trumped, but BB-8 rolling. It's really, I was also kind of fascinated with the background of BB-8. It definitely, you kind of get a little pod racing kind of vibe because there's just like this random engine, and then as we know, a quad jumper in the far left corner of what BB-8 is going blitzkrieg fast and just looks slightly towards camera. We get a real quick shot of a dropship of stormtroopers. This was great look. Very sleek, very modernized, super awesome. I really like that. And then we get a shot of Rey, and she's in a speeder bike. She's got a cool kind of like head covering, and she takes off, and little speeder, very simple speeder, which is kind of interesting, just like a box with the engine. But yeah, that was cool. And then we get Poe. We don't know who Poe is at the moment, but it is Poe Dameron here in the X-Wing. Sick shot. I mean, this one is just a very cool shot with the X-Wings riding on the water, which is awesome. And then you get that, which is super, super cool. And then, jeez, this shot is not even in the film, which is funny. But it is Kylo Ren walking in Starkiller Base, and this is the darkness and lights, but man, that cross sword lightsaber, I had lost my mind. It just, I love how it's uneven and unhinged, and oh gosh, I must have watched that like 20,000 times. So you get that shot, and then you get the Falcon. And the cool thing about the Falcon is just like very topsy-turvy, comes right into the screen, does this great like kind of crescendo flip, aka similar to in Empire Strikes Back, and kind of does this cool flip, and then it gets closer to the sand, and then the camera kind of evens out as TIE fighters go past it. And yes, the Falcon has a rectangular radar dish instead of a circle radar dish. It's different, we like different. And that's it. Then you get the crescendo, boom, 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 and Star Wars: The Force Awakens, December 2015. If I remember correctly, this was the day after Thanksgiving. I believe this was on GMA. I was eating waffles and just, the syrup, waffles, and Star Wars. It was just delightful. It was just, and I just remember just freaking out, and then literally watching that trailer. I watched that trailer more than I would like to admit. It was just good. It was just really a fun and exciting time. Now it's kind of like watching your parents' wedding video after the divorce or something. I mean, hate to sound so jaded, but it's just wow. The stakes are so high, and yeah. But this thing has got 25 million reviews. It's crazy. 25 million views. 23 comments. Oh my gosh. Somebody just said that 11 months ago. It's like watching your parents' wedding video after they got a divorce. It got 2,000, 4,000 likes. So, see, we're thinking on the same page. I didn't even read that comment. That is hilarious. That's the top comment. This trailer was the peak of sequel trilogy. For me, this is possibly the most exciting trailer I've ever seen. Even now, 8 years later, watching it makes the hairs on my arms stand up with emotion and excitement. Yeah, I think this is kind of like your favorite song. It just, something about it strikes a really emotional chord. And I'm like, yeah, I just really like this trailer. It's probably one of the, just a real, this is definitely a pinnacle, like, Star Wars moment. I mean, the Chewie We're Home at Celebration is equally awesome. Don't get me wrong, but this was like the first trailer. I remember so clearly too, like looking on Twitter or something, or Ain't It Cool News, or looking at, like, at one point I saw leaked like stormtrooper armor, and it kind of looked like somebody was wearing like a motorcycle gear or something like that, but it was very slick, very modern. The only thing that was legit was the helmet. Everything else looked kind of prototype. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it was a leaked concept art, but it wasn't like crazy. it wasn't like anything that was on screen. So I just remember obsessing over that. I'm like, oh my gosh, can you imagine if this is like how the new armor is? And man, it was a wild time, man. It was a wild time. And that's what I like, you know, looking at this trailer again. It's great. I mean, it's super fun, and I appreciate it for what it is at that time. So just very fond memories. I can't believe it's been 9 years. Wow. So we're coming up we have to get to 2025, but then that would be the 10-year. And that is insane. That's insane. So, so there you go. 88 seconds. It was fun. It's great 88 seconds. It really captures what they were trying to do, and I feel it's very Star Warsy. It's very everything about this trailer is perfect. It really is. It's great. Doesn't really say too much, but it gives enough to understand, like, hey, there's a light side and a dark side, and again, we got to see the 3 new heroes. So Finn, Poe, and Rey, which was great. So, and again, no legacy characters at the moment, which was, I think, a really good choice on this part, you know. So there you have it. And because it's almost alluding to the fact that, like, the way that is shot, that Han is driving the Millennium Falcon, but it really isn't. It's actually Rey and Finn driving it, which is kind of cool. So our light it all up is really simple this week. What do you think of this 88-second trailer? We'd love to hear your thoughts. We'll read some on the next coming podcast, so you can drop it at bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com. That would be awesome. Awesome. We really don't do like a news thing, but just wanted to bring this up. Saw it today before the recording of the pod, and this is coming from a UK drop, which is interesting. Is that in 2024 we are only going to get 2 Star Wars shows. So this is what it says. Lucasfilm Star Wars Acolyte will premiere on Disney Plus in 2024. The series is a mysterious thriller that will take viewers into the galaxy of shadow secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final day of the High Republic era. A former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes. But forces they confront are more sinister than they ever expected. Okay, so that's Acolyte. And then Star Wars Skeleton Crew tells the story of 4 kids who find themselves lost in the vastness of the galaxy, trying to find their way home. This series will arrive on the platform in 2024. I mean, just way they position it is like we're going to get Acolyte first and then Skeleton Crew. You would think that they would lead with whatever show is going to go first. No dates supplied, but it doesn't mention Bad Batch, doesn't mention any of that stuff. So it's kind of a promo of like things that are coming in 2024 for Disney Plus, and it's coming from the UK. So I don't think it's going to change too much from Americans' perspective. But yeah, there you go. 2 shows. I'm okay with it. I mean, probably would love to see Bad Batch in that mix, but yeah, 2 shows. I'm excited. Skeleton Crew. If it's everything that it's gonna be like 80s in space, and I'm down for it. So there you have it. So yeah, that's super interesting. But well, okay, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. Thanks again for listening to another official episode of Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Hey, you can find us on the socials, Big T, Little T Podcast on Instagram, BLILT Podcast on Twitter, and twitch.tv/Big T, Little T is where you can find us streaming all the cool Fortnite, Season 5, Chapter 5, or Season 5, Chapter 1. They're calling it Battlefront Fortnite Underground. See, I'm saying Battlefront. It's Fortnite Underground. It's super, super cool. Hey, we got stickers. We want to hear from you. So comment, tweet, rate us on Apple Podcast. Drop us a 5-star review on Spotify. Take a screenshot of that. We'd love to read your rating on our next episode. And you can email us at bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com. If you drop us a question or give us a rating, we'll send you some swag. Next time, hopefully we'll be talking some Star Wars. Getting excited for the end of the year here. And just super excited for, 2024. Here we come. It's happening. It's happening soon. So thanks again. Truly wonderful the mind of the child is. And may the force be with you always. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Talk to you soon. Peace.
Dad, look at the droid selling queso.
It's not polite to talk about others like that.
It's okay, kids. What are the chances he's gonna hear us?
It's high. It's very high. Don't worry. You can make up for your embarrassment by procuring some of my queso. It has flavor.
Only K2's Mucho Queso is made from a blend of Bantha and Thala siren milks.
Here, ingest this.
Ew, it stinks.
I could say the same for you.
What?
This is so good.
Congratulations. Your taste buds are being rescued.
Daddy, let's buy it.
Your behavior, young lady, is continually unexpected.
Rebels will love the home-style meltiness of K2's Mucho Queso. The Empire? Well, Marva said it best.
Let's get going, kids.
Try K2's Mucho Queso. You'll love it. Cassian said you had to.